So, und zwar, um es auf den Punkt zu bringen, Freunde. Glitches, Skips und Broken Stuff in New Super Mario Bros. Also im DS-Teil haben wir hier quasi ganz viele Tricks, Glitches und so weiter, was immer Spaß macht anzugucken, ne? Und das Ganze ist von Steve Gaming. Ich glaube, den kennen viele von euch. Hat auch 500.000 Abonnenten, also ist definitiv sehr, sehr, sehr bekannt. Mario Bros. DS meiner Meinung nach ein sehr, 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 sehr schönes Spiel. Habe ich ja auf Hübschrauber auf meinem Zweitkanal das erste Mal tatsächlich in meinem Leben gespielt. Ich hatte ganz, ganz, ganz viel Spaß daran. Steve Gaming ist Österreicher. Geil. Bin ich gespannt. Let's freaking go.
14 long years passed between the release of Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, and the release of New Super Mario Bros. 14 long years without any 2D Mario platformer.
Digga, 14 Jahre kam kein 2D Mario raus. Oha, oha.
During this time, Mario's life changed drastically. His looks improved immensely. He starred on many games on new consoles. He even gained a new dimension. Everything in Mario's life changed during this time, but one thing stayed the same. The glitches, while Mario now...
Das ist tatsächlich ganz easy. Das ist tatsächlich ein Glitch, den ihr gerade seht in Mario 64, der ist ganz, ganz, ganz einfach selber zu machen. Man muss quasi einfach immer nur mit Mario im Kreis laufen und während man im Kreis läuft, bewegt sich ja die Kamera mit und der Geldbeutel muss spawnen und wieder aus der Kamera raus. Spawnen und aus der Kamera raus. Und so kann man sich so 2000 von diesen Geldbeutelgegnern spawnen. Ganz easy.
Looked much better than ever before in 2D.
Warte mal, komm, ich mach sogar hier Untertitel an. Es gibt immer Leute, die sagen, sie hätten gern die deutschen Untertitel. Let's go.
He still clipped into walls, swam on land and froze enemies the same way
okay,
he
ich habe keine
always
Untertitel.
did.
Warum habe ich keine Untertitel? Ja,
Some
okay, wir haben keine
things simply
Untertitel.
never change. In this video, we're going to take a look on my favorite new Super Mario Bros. Glitches. So are you ready? Let's do this.
Let's do this. Ich kapier gar nichts. Ich habe keine Ahnung von Mario Bros. DS Glitches.
Mario's horrible glitchy day starts as Mini Mario in World 6-4. If Mario runs fast off of this platform and jumps as soon as he hits the next one, our plumber will grab this ledge. And then he will be so fast that he flies off the ledge and forgets to let go of his climbing animation. Luckily, Mario doesn't need to show his climbing animation in the air for long, because once he lands...
Margaret Esters of the latest creation, Ugly Dance. Was sind das? Hä? Was? Was sind das für Untertitel?
Again, he decides to climb on the floor. Our Italian hero is now able to climb through all of the floor and into the wall. But Mario needs to be careful, because if he lets go
einfach gar nichts mehr.
His climbing animation there, he's stuck in the wall forever. In World 6-2, it is possible to swim on land by using a Mega Mushroom below these platforms. Now Mario is able to splash around without actually touching water. How adorable. There is a small visual glitch hidden during the first Bowser Jr.
Jetzt hat der YouTube-Untertitel einfach komplett aufgehört, ne?
Fight. All that Mario needs to do is to eat one of those delicious mini mushrooms and to jump while standing in a corner. This confuses Bowser Jr. and he starts to mistake this boss fight with a metal concert and starts to headbang like crazy.
Headbang!
If we break these blocks in World 1-3
für Break des Blocks in World 1-3 and afterward press Block bei frühen Break It. Bruder, gut, dass du den Untertitel angemacht hast. Jetzt verstehe ich das Video.
Then there is another funny little glitch possible. All that Mario needs to do now is to jump into the small corner while crouching. As soon as he stands up, he clips through the...
Jump into the wild watching, es ist ein Subway. Okay, Freunde, ich mach die Untertitel mal wieder aus. Ich habe das Gefühl, wir konzentrieren uns sonst nicht mehr aufs Video.
Wall and hits his head against these brick blocks. Ouch! Ouch! But things are about to get even worse for Mario, because now he's imprisoned in this little gap for eternity, with no way out. Using a Mega Mushroom just before the Goomba boss spawns makes the Goomba appear in the air instead of on the ground for some really weird reasons. I love this glitch, it's so
Was?
silly. Mario's like, look how big I am, but the Goomba is more like, I don't care, I can float. In World 2-2, the probably most useful glitch in the game is hidden. All that Mario needs to do is to bring his really stylish shell suit, to break these blocks and to illegally steal the Lakitus cloud. If our plumber now leaves the cloud above the blocks and starts to do his blue shell
Wurde dieses Setup allein schon wieder, ne?
thingy in between the blocks, the cloud drops on top of him, and voila, we're now able to farm score points insanely fast. The cloud is never able to pass through our shell-dressed Italian plumber, and we are now able.
Ja, aber jetzt mal ohne Scheiß. Haben die Punkte jemals in irgendeiner Art und Weise irgendwas gemacht? Warum existieren die? Das ist doch einfach nur, dass einfach Nummern aufploppen und man das Gefühl hat, was zu erreichen. Oder also, warum existieren die?
To farm as many score points as we desire. In 5-2, one of the cutest glitches
Von
of
der
the game is
Arcade-Game-Zeit. Ja, das kann gut sein, ja.
hidden. Mario needs to stand below these blocks and to drop a Mega Mushroom down. Now he needs to jump towards it at the moment before the Mega Mushroom leaves the blocks. This catapults the Mega Mushroom high into the air and makes it go whee!
Finde ich witzig. 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 Finde ich witzig.
Finde ich nicht witzig.
Sadly, Mario's Mega Mushroom is now floating around in space. But luckily, after a while, the mushroom drops down back to Earth. That was probably too much for the poor Mega Mushroom. Now it distraughtly jumps around on the same spot, hoping to get a couple of calm minutes in order to process what just happened. In World 3-1, there is this horrific enemy.
Ich hasse ihn. Das ist der größte Hund in der Super Mario Geschichte.
Cheap Chomp. Cheap Chomps are horrific monsters of the ocean. They're on the top of the food chain and afraid of nothing. They even eat Plumber. If a Cheap Chomp tries to eat Mario at the same frame as Mario throws a fireball, Mario is able to fend the evil sea monster off and to get away with no more than a fright. However, he seems to be so frightened that he's unable to move from now on. All that he's able to do now is to blink with his eyes. Don't be too harsh on Mario for his coward behavior though. The Cheap Chomp is the most terrifying enemy in the game. While we're talking about freezing Mario, in World 6-2 it is possible to freeze Mario during a really cool moonwalk animation. All that Mario needs to do in order to start to moonwalk is to run towards a slope underwater and to turn around before he starts to swim. This works with every...
Ohne Scheiß, dieses Level, wo immer das Wasser steigt und sinkt, ist auch einfach ein Glitch-Feuerwerk, oder? Das war ja vorhin mit dem Mega Mushroom genau das gleiche. Irgendwie schafft es das Spiel nicht, diesen Wechsel zwischen Land und Wasser bei Mario richtig zu berechnen.
Slope underwater in the game and grants Mario a lot of additional swag points. Since we're talking about points, how's Shell Suit Mario doing?
Digga. Als ob das so ein Haustier wäre, bei dem du ab und zu vorbeigucken musst.
Still bouncing? Great. Keep bouncing, Mario. Only about 96
Also er hat echt eine coole Art, Videos zu gestalten, muss man zugeben. Also wirklich sehr, sehr sympathisch.
million points missing for a perfect score. Hooray! In the final Bowser Castle is one of the strangest glitches I've ever seen. If Mario passes this fire bar, then runs back a little bit and waits for a moment, the fire bar duplicates.
Was?
Sometimes. Most of the times nothing happens. No idea what's going on there. Lucky Thunder is a really frightening boss while in motion, but what does he look like if he's frozen on the spot? Luckily, we are easily able to find this out. All that we need to do is to hit him twice in quick succession as Blue Shell Suit Mario. Look at frozen Lucky Thunder. He's actually quite cute, especially with these cool sunglasses. I'm sure he'd find a cute Koopa girlfriend with ease if he just stopped throwing lightning around in socially inappropriate situations. The barrels in...
Aber habt ihr das gerade gesehen? Der hat sich gerade ein bisschen bewegt, ne?
In socially inappropriate...
Also der wurde hier ganz... Der Dude wurde hier ganz kurz aus seiner Freeze-Animation rausgeworfen.
The barrels in 8-2 are actually magical. At first glance they appear like normal barrels that float on top of the water. But if Mario stands on top of one while being mini and the water timer expires, they show their magical properties.
No way.
They're able to float.
Hä? Vor allem, das ist ja jetzt nicht mal wirklich schwer rauszufinden oder du musst ja jetzt auch nicht in irgendeiner Art und Weise ein crazy Setup machen. Du schwebst einfach.
But that's not all, because they're able to teleport as well. If Mario jumps, they teleport back to their original destination. Those are some Sorcerer's barrels. 7-1 features the probably most silly glitch in the game.
Internet.
game. There are these swinging platforms on which Mario is able to swing. If our swinging Mario lets go of the swinging rope while swinging, he keeps swinging while the swinging rope swings without him. Hooray! The game actually believes that Mario is still on the swinging rope. If he climbs down too far, he even gets teleported back to the end of the rope. I didn't cut here, that's actually the game. Next, let's take a look at the famous walk on air glitch. First, our plumber needs to enter level 4-6, and then he needs to ride Dory towards this spot. Now it's time for our two friends Dory and Mario to part ways, since Dory needs to swim further through the toxic water for the glitch to work, and Mario needs to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. For about a minute. If Mario did doing nothing right, all he needs to do afterwards is to bravely jump into the toxic water, and he's officially walking on air. He's now able to make his way through this
Hä, wieso? Warum? Was passiert da?
stage as slowly as he pleases, but he still needs to be careful since the Piranha plants don't care on which surface Mario walks on. They bite and bite and bite anyways. Once Mario walked past this pipe, the game teleports him to a completely different spot, on top of the stage, and he's trapped there forever. Pretty sad actually.
Ich würde so gern wissen, was da passiert.
Let's take a look at my favorite New Super Mario Bros. Glitch. The Ghost House in World 4 features those really neat and glitchy one-way swing.
Ich kenne die nicht mehr. Ohne Witz, New Super Mario Bros. DS hatte so viele Level-Elemente, die es nur da gab. Ich kenne die gar nicht mehr.
Platform thingies. If Mario jumps onto one of them and then immediately jumps off of it, the game enters a really spooky state. Everything
Haha, spooky!
freezes. The ghosts stop to move, coins stay in the air and broken blocks break, but don't really break. Fireballs freeze in the air and so on. That's a really insane glitch. If Mario wants to end this horrific glitched state, he has two options. He can either jump onto one of the swinging platforms again, or he can run into one of the horrific frozen ghosts, and then the game continues and pretends that nothing happened. The ghosts fly around, the blocks break immediately and everything.
Aber das geht,
nochmal.
Das geht, wenn man einfach auf so eine Plattform hüpft und direkt wieder runter?
If Mario jumps onto one of them and then immediately jumps off of it, the game enters.
Ja, tatsächlich. Man muss einfach nur schnell drauf und wieder runter. Am besten halt so schnell sein, dass Mario im selben Frame dann noch runterrennt.
Around, the blocks break immediately and everything is as it is supposed to be.
Mein Guess zu dem Dory-Glitch, da ist eine Brücke aus unsichtbaren einzelnen Plattformen und die werden immer nur dann aktiviert, wenn dieses Tier da ist. Wenn dann das Ding am Ende angekommen ist, aktiviert das Spiel einfach alle, weil das irgendwie der Standard-State ist. Oder ach so, du meinst, dass Dory an sich gar keine Hitbox hat, sondern dass man aber nee, man kann auch auf Dorys Hals laufen. Also ich meine, irgendeine Form von unsichtbarer Plattform muss ja existieren, aber Dory hat schon eine eigene Hitbox. Also sehe ich den Sinn der unsichtbaren Blöcke aktuell noch nicht.
But we and Mario remember. We remember what just happened. Shout out to YouTube user Party Koopa. He found a lot of really cool new glitches over the last months. If you want to learn more about glitches in New Super Mario Bros., check his channel out. You can find the link in the description. And a huge thanks to all the other amazing glitch hunters and speedrunners that tore this wonderful game apart over the last decade.
Danke an alle, die dieses Game auseinandergerissen haben.
I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. And maybe you feel especially like swinging on a cloud today and want to hit the subscribe
Geiles
button.
Video. Geiles Video.
Wonderful day and to see you soon. Goodbye.
Sehr, sehr geiles Video. Stark. Hat sehr viel Spaß gemacht anzuschauen. Hat wirklich sehr, sehr, sehr viel Spaß anzuschauen. Wir haben einen Channel auf dem Discord, Tamai. Da hat sich mit Koga, glaube ich, auch einige rausgesucht. Einfach auf dem Yubi-Discord gibt es irgendwo einen Channel, wo man Reaction-Videos einreichen kann. Like ist da, Freunde.